What's good, YouTube? This is Delteros, and today I figured I would do a legendary Pokemon tier list. And yes, I'm doing mythicals too, because mythicals are actually legendaries. Don't let anybody fool you. Legendary is an umbrella term. Mythicals are under that umbrella, along with sub-legendaries. And, I mean, I think the Ultra Beasts are legendaries, but I don't know if they're on this list or not. But if they're not, that's fine. Okay, so Articuno. Hmm. Hmm. If it was just on the design, I would say S tier. But for some reason, they decided to make a bulky ice type, and that just doesn't sit right with me. Because ice has no resistances at all except itself, and it's ridiculous. Zapdos. Angie Woodpecker is Angie. Um, I like the color scheme. I don't particularly like the pointy wings and the pointiness of him as far as his design goes, but he is probably the best electric type, or one of the best electric types. So I will give him B tier as well. Flaming Rubber Chicken, otherwise known as Moltres. This thing suffers from Charizard. If it didn't have the stats it has, it would be the same. It would be just as bad as Charizard, but because it's a sub-legendary, it has decent stats. So, um, you get to go in C tier. And I just don't like the flaming rubber chicken design. Yes, I'm rating it based on the shiny too, but yeah, Mewtwo. Um, at least A tier, possibly S tier. Its appearance in the first movie was fantastic. Its appearance in Detective Pikachu was fantastic. Um, Dan Green killed it, like absolutely. But let's. And as far as a top ranked Pokemon, yeah, this thing is like for probably the first 4 or 5 generations, it was solid, and then they started power creeping like crazy. So we're gonna put it in S tier. Um, both of his megas though are F tier. Well, I'm not gonna say that this one is F tier. It's an F tier design, but it is also just more Mewtwo. So A tier. Yes, Mew. Space Capitus. Um, fantastic design. Its appearance in the first movie was fantastic. It wasn't as good in Mystery of Mew, but um, yeah, really solid Pokemon. A tier. I probably won't rate Mythicals as highly as I should, or as you feel like I should, because they've never been really available in GGC, and I don't know a whole lot about singles. I don't really play singles that much. I don't like the format, and I don't care for it because Pokemon doesn't really officially rock with it. So, uh, Raikou, solid B tier Pokemon. I do know a little bit about his history. He was good in GSC. I think he was good all the way up through Platinum. Um, Entei, love this mon. B tier design, actually A tier design, but probably C tier as far as no, actually he's probably worse than that. He's probably like B tier competitively. So we'll put him in C. Suicune, yeah, yeah. Like I don't really rock with the design, so it gets bumped down a couple tiers. But if it had a better design, it would be an S tier without question. Lugia, um, XD, this mon, this mon is amazing. XD Gala Darkness, um, Pokemon the movie 2000, Silver in the anime. Yeah, like as far as competitive history goes, it's just a big bulky boy, and for some reason they made it fast and bulky. So solid B tier. Uh, oh, it was what, like, I guess inspired Ash to. I don't really want to say inspired Ash because he was already gonna go because yeah, stubborn 10-year-old. Like when he saw Hope in the first episode, it made him, yeah, gave him a little bit more resolve. But as far as design goes, I don't like the turkey bird. Um, it is very clear from Gold and Silver's lore that like Ho-Oh was the original legendary before they split the games into Onion Fairy, Celebi. Um, I do know a little bit about Celebi's singles history. It's fantastic. Um, but and its Pokemon Forever review was fantastic. I love that. I love that movie to this day. But yeah, why is it in C tier? No, no, no. You are A tier, my friend. You are A tier. Reggie Rock, Reggie Rock. Um, yeah, all these go in C tier. I don't particularly care for defensive Pokemon that don't have any kind of offensive capability, and these really don't. Latios. Uh, Pokemon Heroes, B tier. It's the more defensive of the two. Um, Latios, A tier. Love Latios, especially in Heroes. Um, let's see. I don't care for either one of their megas. I'm sorry. They're just bad. Whales. Kyogre. Like, S tier Pokemon. It has a very simple yet, I don't want to say elegant design, but yeah, it has a very simple put together design and it works and it is one of the greatest competitive legendaries in history. So, and Kyogre and Primal is more of that. So, same with Groudon, honestly. Oh, and by the way, especially with Primals, these things shinies are amazing. Rayquaza, love this Pokemon. Just absolutely love it. Destiny Deoxys was a fantastic movie. No, I did not mean for that to be there. By the way, these tiers aren't really in any order as far as which mons go where in that particular tier. It's just kind of there. Um, Jirachi. Hmm. I like Psychic Steel as a typing. Um, Serene Grace is just mean with Iron Head. So, yeah. And Jirachi Wishmaker, if it weren't for the crappy Groudon wannabe, yeah, probably would have been a better movie. Uh, love this one. A tier, absolutely. Just A tier. Deoxys, like, I wish it had an ability that let it change forms, like change to defense form when it was about to get hit, change to attack form when it was about to attack, or change to speed form, something like that. Honestly, I don't think it really needed the speed form. The attack and defense forms, as well as the normal form, were just fine. To me, the speed form kind of overdid it. I don't really care for these. I do not care for the lake spirits at all. They are like just so blah to me. They're eh. Dialga, I love this mon. Diamond was my first Gen 4 game because of this mon. Having a Dragon type Hyper Beam, just yeah. Dragon Steel is an amazing typing. This thing I like so much less. Palkia, just yeah, solid mon overall. Don't like the horse. Um, let's see. Heatran, uh, not great in my opinion. Has great competitive history though, so I have to bump it. Regigigas. Why did they mess with my boy? This thing could have been so good. There was no reason for it to be like for it to get slow start. Giratina. I mean, accurate representation of Satan. Not really, but um, at least it has the aesthetic. Uh, I don't like the worm as much though. Uh, it's better than the other two origin forms, but it's still only a B tier for me. Cresselia. Why this thing so fat? Boo. Man, if he's cool though. Darkrai. This is my boy. Love this mon. Absolute best. Like, I wish Smeargle didn't exist because it got this mon nerfed so hard. Shaman. Boo. Just don't really care for either Shaman form. Oh, thank God they didn't put all 18 plates of Arceus on here. But yes, God is an S tier Pokemon. That's right. Cobelian. I don't really know a whole lot about Swords of Justice, to be honest with you, and I hated Gen 5, and I don't care for this gazelle looking ass design. Terrakion looks a little better, and I know it has some better competitive history, so it's got to be a B tier. I said B tier, not A tier. Yeah, yeah. You get to go in E tier, little bro. I just like you. You're not. You are worthless. Or Natus. Hmm. Yes. This mon is definitely an A tier Pokemon. Don't care for the bird form though. I'll leave it in E. It's fine there. Um, Thunderous Incarnate got like Thunder Wave nerfed into Oblivion, and there were a whole bunch of other changes. This is an absolute S tier mon. I don't know anything about Therian form though. Uh, Incarnate has been getting some use as of late, and I do like this better than the Therian form design. So yeah, absolute S tier Pokemon made waves all the way up until Gen 8. Like, can't argue with it. Like, even after Incineroar hit the scene and was just out and out better, it still saw play. It still sees play some today. Absolute C tiers. Sorry, I I just don't care for the Gen 4 or Gen 5 legends. Um, yeah, especially not their black and white forms are just eh. Keldeo, um, pony out of 10, I guess. Worthless pony out of 10. Honest, Meloetta, why do you exist? Genesect is dope. I do like this mon. Good typing, fantastic move. Like, if they actually let this thing be in competitive play, it would probably make waves because it's like a special attacking Scizor but better. Me, I'm gonna put this thing in A tier, but only long enough that I can move it up to S tier. This thing has like topped worlds in almost every like year that it's been legal at worlds, and I mean it's a pretty solid design. I like the Yggdrasil thing they've got going on. Uh, Yveltal, on the other hand, yeah, sorry, you gotta go there. Really, I'm not ranking all these forms. I'll rank Doggo because he's a good boy. Doggo's A tier. Um, Snick, I don't really care for. I feel like it's a little over designed to be a Snick. Uh, Hundo, Hundo should probably be B tier. I do like Gundam Guard, and I'm sorry, like other than his appearance in the anime, Squishy just didn't do it for me, so he can be a B tier as well. Yancey, this is an A tier design. Like I said, I'm ranking mythicals more on their design because I don't know competitive singles and they don't get to be in competitive doubles. That's no, sorry, that's a B tier design. Uh, I don't like this form of Hoopa. I love this form of Hoopa. Volcanion. In his movie, he was a crotchety old man, and I love him for that. He's the only fire water type we actually have, so that gets him some points. Um, Other than that, he's really just Like, I don't know. He's kind of hate this Pokemon, hate it with a passion. 1 second, I'm gonna go ahead and move the Tapus up to C tier, so that way I can move them into their proper tiers. Okay. Coco can stay. No, Bulu can go down to D tier. He's kind of bad. Finny is A tier, and these two are B tier. They're alright, but they're not great. I do like the fact that Coco is like the only other mon that can set electric terrain besides Miraidon. And yes, I know Pincurchin exists, but we don't talk about that piece of garbage. Okay, Cosmog is A tier. Cosmoem is F tier. I don't like it. Fogalio is A tier. And Lunala is just a lowland Zubat. So, D tier. Yeah, sorry if I'm not really going over these. I did not realize that there was going to be this many. Where did I put Solgaleo? Yeah, S tier design in my opinion. I love the giant lion, but I mean, beyond that, he's just more Metagross, and like in a way, Metagross kind of does that better. So yeah, A tier, where he'll sit. Oh, the Ultra Beasts are here. I don't really care for any of them except for Buzzwole. Buzzwole's like, I don't know. You can go up here and see. Bro, you're cords. Why are you even here? Now, Celesteela, I know for a fact had some competitive use, and it was a giant pain, so it goes into B tier. Kartana, competitive use, wasn't really a giant pain, but it was still fun to use. Uh, Guzzler Cry is the only thing that saves it. E tier. Like, Necrozma is just bad, and I don't care for these two either. I feel like they overcomplicate Solgaleo and Lunalis designs. McGearn is like adorable. Just solid B's here. Mars Shadow is funny because it steals like buffs and stuff from people, so I'm pretty sure it would see competitive play. Poipole and the Ganadol. Absolute quintessential C tier Pokemon. Just for the meme that is the living Jenga tower, it's an A. Competitively, it's probably S tier. His Stack Attacker, this thing is like if you watch that match where the two Stack Attacker were the last two Pokemon on the field, it took forever and just that is a meme, and I love it. So Absolutely S tier. Uh, let's see. Lucephalon, why do you exist, bro? Worthless. Um, I can't reach up there yet, but Zerara is going in. Zerara is going in S tier. I love this cat. My fiance loves this cat. And that automatically earns it a point. So wait, where did? Okay, it's up there. I was like, Meltan. Meltan was adorable in the anime. I love the fact that it ate Hypno's little pendulum thing as soon as Ash sent it. No, he didn't send it out. Hypno forced it out by using Psychic on Ash's Pokeballs. But and then it ate Hypno's little thing and used the Flash Cannon, and yeah, that was great. Uh, dude, Melmetal's amazing. Love this mon. Love this design. It'll be A tier as soon as I can get up there. Where did it go? I seem to have misplaced it. Melmetal, where are you? Uh, oh, it's right there. Okay, I see it. I'm stupid. So, what's next? Oh, G-Max Melmetal. Oh, man, I don't like this design. E tier. Sword and Shield doggos are absolutely like A tier. I would put them in S, but I don't really care for their overcomplicated designs. But competitively, they are S tier. Absolutely. Now, on the flip side, I don't care for these because of how undercomplicated they are. And, like, excuse me. Um, Eternatus is just like meh. Master Hand is, or Wall Master, I don't really know. Kubfu is C tier. Urshifus, both of them are S tier. Don't care. Argue with your mama, you might win, but both Urshifus are S tier. I don't really care for their G-Max forms though. Just kind of seem pointless, especially since like G-Max died during the generation or after the generation that they were introduced. But yeah, their designs are peak. Their abilities crazy. Um, the fact that they just by changing their typing and their signature move, it changes how they play completely. It just, I mean, they really could have made two. They could have made a split evolution for Kung Fu, and it would have probably been just as good. Oh, that's the thing. Um, deep into the recording to stop now. Let's see. Zarude. I have no hate or love for this Pokemon. It is C tier. Um, Same with Dada. Where the Go. Oh, it's okay. Cool. Still in C tier. Reggie Ilecki. It was fantastic in Gen 8, then it got nerfed in Gen 9. It's B tier. It is the quintessential B tier. Drago, you could have done so much, my boy. Um, in my opinion, the horses are kind of meh, and I absolutely hate Calorex's overall design without the horses. But then his fused forms are absolutely bonkers. S tier. The designs are better because it actually fixes the holes in the designs, and then the competitive aspect is just off the charts. Don't care for Enamorous. Enamorous is just bad. Don't care for the Disloyal 3 too much, but I'll give them C tier. Really, bro? Ogerpon in all of its forms is kind of cool. I like the fact that the mask changes its typing and like it creates some interesting type combinations and it just has a good move set. It's just an overall good mon. Well, that's it for my legendary tier list. Um, do all the YouTube things, the liking, the subscribing, the commenting. Um, there will probably be a card for another of my videos, probably another one of my tier list videos in one corner or another. I will try to do that. I'm gonna try to start doing that from now on. Um, but yeah, this has been Delteros. Remember, kids, don't be me. Be better.